Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Broswells here with Craft in the third part of my How to Feed the Beast tutorial video spotlights. This episode will be covering industrial craft energy. So, the most basic unit of storage of industrial craft energy is EU. It's energy units, and they are stored in these storage devices, starting with the smallest one being the bat box. Going over the block forms, the blocks store energy. Later I'll go over the items that store energy. So the bat box, it is most basic of them all. It stores 40 energy units, and it can output at low voltage of 32 EU per tick, which is energy unit per ticks. Yeah, energy units per tick. The MFE is the next tier, and it is able to store 600,000 energy units, and it can output at a greater voltage of 128 energy units per tick. The next tier after that, also from industrial craft, is the MFSU, which is able to store 10 million EU, and it is able to output at high voltage of 512 E per tick. All of these are part of the basic industrial craft mod. Next three are part of the Greg Tech add-on to industrial craft. The LESU, which is even higher tier of energy storage. It is able to store in its most basic form only 1 million EU and output 5. But it can be changed by using these LESU blocks made out of many lapis blocks, and with the use of them, you can extend the capacity for EU storage that this block has. So I put on six LESU blocks attached to it, and now this is changed to 7 million units of storage, EU storage of EU, and it can now output 11. So by adding more of these, you can make a very large storage unit. Just simple as that. The next is the adjustable energy storage unit. It can hold 100 million EU, but its main feature is the ability to adjust the output. So you can go by tens of how much you want to output, or you go by ones. Doesn't matter. You can just change it however way you like. And with this, you don't need to use transformers, which I'll get to next. There's also the interdimensional storage unit, which essentially can store 1 billion EU between the dimensions, and it can output at high voltage of that much. Extreme voltage, actually. Exactly. That's what I'm getting to next. The energy in industrial craft can be passed through certain kinds of cables. The first is the ultra low voltage cable, which is just the basic tin, which is made out of tin and is referred to as tin cable sometimes. It is very cheap to make, and it can only send 5 EU per tick through it. Otherwise, it will break. Low voltage cable made out of copper is able to send low voltage. Medium voltage made out of gold and is double insulated. Then for high voltage, we have our glass fiber cable, which is made out of diamond, and it requires redstone or silver. Then we have the quadruple insulated, I believe. Yes, 4x insulated high voltage cable, and that is made out of refined iron, and it can be used to pass through extreme voltage of 2048 EU per ticks. I wrote EV per ticks. That's not electron volts. My mistake. Then this object this block, the superconductor wire. It is able to conduct any voltage, as said by the wiki, and so you can pass like thousands of EU per tick, and it will be fine and not break. Next, we are going to go over the transformers. Transformers basically convert either up or down the voltage of the cables. So, for example, for all of them, they have a 3-dot side and a 1-dot side. You will always connect the higher voltage into the 3-dot side, and it will go out of the 1-dot side. So, for example, for this transformer, for the low voltage transformer, you would connect medium voltage to this side and output low voltage. Same with here. It can accept high voltage and output medium voltage, and this can accept extreme voltage and output high voltage. Yes, one thing you can do if you're converting down in voltage, you can convert up by applying a redstone signal to the block. Next, we're going to go over the certain kinds of batteries and energy storage items. So the smallest energy storage unit is the single-use battery, which is just made out of coal, dust, and redstone. Then we have the RE battery, just the rechargeable battery, and that is made out of tin and redstone, and I'm not going to go into the recipes. You can just any them yourself. Then and it can store 10,000 EU. Then the lithium battery can store 100 EU, 100,000 EU. I'm sorry. It is the same amount of storage that can be stored in an energy crystal. And the Lapitron crystal is next, and it can store 1 million EU. Then the Lapitronic energy orb can store 10 million EU. It's pretty crazy. So do this as you will. This knowledge of industrial craft energy and electricity. In my next tutorial, I will cover the ways of making electricity, making the power for industrial craft with generators and and such. Thank you for watching. This has been Bros Wallace. Please rate, subscribe, and tell your friends and your grandma. Goodbye. Signing off.